To date, there are 5 confirmed cases of the coronavirus in Guyana, including 1 death. All cases are traced back to one family, that is, relatives of the 52-year-old woman who died from the disease after she traveled to Guyana from New York.
When we look at the area from which these 5 persons came from, they came from region number 4. Of the 5, there are 4 adults under the age of 60 and 1 child. The number of deaths in Guyana remains at 1.
While there are no new cases, persons are being monitored by the health authorities. Minister of Public Health Valdo Lawrence, during a 5-minute-long live-streamed update, revealed that 9 persons are under mandatory quarantine, 4 are under mandatory isolation, and 1 individual is a person of interest. She did not explain where these persons are quarantined or isolated, or the circumstances surrounding the case of the person of interest. Persons in quarantine are individuals who have been in contact with the virus but may not display symptoms. They are kept for observation, whereas persons in isolation are sick and show symptoms of the virus. Meanwhile, Lawrence assured that those in quarantine and isolation are receiving support services.
Let me just say that all persons quarantined and in isolation will be receiving psychosocial support from our mental health unit at the Ministry of Public Health, who is working along with the Ministry of Social Protection.
As it relates to the hotline numbers, the minister said over 500 persons have made contact with authorities through that means.
The number of calls received through the toll-free hotlines as of yesterday were 543, and 90% of those calls came from region number 4.
Meanwhile, the ministry said it is continuing with its awareness campaign. Authorities have already translated the messages into 4 indigenous languages: Wapishan, Makushi, Akawayo, and Patamona. They are currently working on developing messages specifically for persons with disabilities and the country's migrant population. For the Evening News, Lekran Bagirat.